Hey, beautiful Christian women entrepreneurs. Have you ever hit rock bottom and they just really felt like you don't know how to find your way back up? Well, if you've ever felt that way, I've also felt that way before. For those of you that don't know my story, is I hit rock bottom in 2016, and I had to kind of rebuild my life from there. So, I had setbacks, but I just want you to know that you're not alone. Like, everyone goes through chapters like this in their lives. So I want to talk about how we can rebuild our life after setbacks, and how I turned it all around and how you can do that too. So I just want to say before I get started is your life, your setbacks doesn't define you. It is, whether it's a loss in your business, whether it's something in your personal life, there are these moments where, fear and things can take root. But I'm here to tell you that rebuilding your life is not just possible, it is actually transformational. So you can rebuild your life even in the face of the hardest setbacks, because I've had to go through many setbacks. Number one for me was really my faith, because my faith helped me to actually rebuild my confidence, rebuild clarity, rebuild purpose in my life, even with these hard setbacks. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Yana Ratoya. I'm a faith-based business strategist, and I help Christian female experts to find their voice, find their tribes, and sell their expertise organically online so that they can earn their first or their next 10K online. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So in 2016, I found myself financially dependent on my husband. I felt like a desperate housewife. I felt trapped by my circumstances, and I felt like there was no way out. I felt so stuck, but through the grace of the Lord, I went on a journey of transformation, and in that journey of transformation I learned so many things. I learned again to walk a life filled with purpose, with joy, with faith-driven success. And over 9 years, I've now helped over 500 women to really, rebuild their confidence, find their voice, create lives and businesses that they love. So, so in 2016, a little bit of a backstory, I found myself at rock bottom, and I had to learn to take 100% responsibility for my life, like not blame anyone and just say, okay, what is my part in this? So I actually stopped waiting for someone to rescue me, and I partnered with God instead. So God gave me a new vision for my life, and if you're on that, where you're looking to have a new vision, where you're tired of being stuck, you can really do that. So so I took 100% responsibility. I stopped waiting for people to come and rescue me, and partnered with God for this new vision. So what I want to say to you today is stop focusing on what you have lost so far, and start looking at what's next, what can be built from this. So I truly believe that setbacks or setups for the comeback. So so there's something greater that God wants you to do, and I can't wait to dive into that with you today. So today I just want to quickly share with you the Faithful Rebuild formula, and I prepared this for a podcast that I was going to be in, but unfortunately the lady didn't show up, and for me it's so unfortunate. If you're a new entrepreneur and you can't be consistent, let's say someone books a podcast, let's say you're a podcaster, now you're asking for people to book the interviews, but you don't show up, that immediately tells me about what is your commitment level, number one, And it also speaks to your integrity as a person. So for me, that's clear red flags when someone books a session, or you book a session with them and they don't show up. I hate that. And I don't like it. Something that I don't like at all is when people waste your time. So for me, that's a clear indicator that that's not my ideal person to work with. All right. But anyways, the Faithful Rebuild formula is based on 4 things. Number 1, it's faith. So you need to trust in God's plan. Okay. So lean on your spiritual foundation, acknowledging that God has a purpose for your life, and that through your faith you can face any setback. Okay, just getting rooted in your faith again. And it was certainly true for me. And my rock bottom moment is I had to get back to my relationship with God. That was the only thing that was left when I hit rock bottom. Hi Daniela, thanks for watching. So number 2 is radical responsibility. Realizing that I can't blame my husband, I can't blame my kids, I can't blame my parents for my upbringing, I can't blame people around me for the circumstances that I found myself in. I have to take 100% responsibility. And there's power in that. There's power in taking responsibility for your life. And then recognize when setbacks happen. So it's never success is never the straight road. There's always some setbacks that are going to come, some obstacles that you're going to need to be overcoming. So it's important for us to really shift our mindset as to, when that outcome isn't reached, how can we, move around the obstacles instead of quitting and starting over. Hi Tamisha, thank you for watching. So this involves releasing blame. Stop blaming everyone around you and think about who is the common denominator, because that is what I had to say to myself. Who's the common denominator in all of these scenarios? It's me. So the problem is with me. So release blame and taking full control of your reactions, your emotions, and your next steps. Now, when you look at cognitive behavioral therapy, in my studies I did cognitive behavioral therapy. There's something called the CBT cycle. Now, in the CBT cycle, you learn that you cannot control your husband, your kids, your mother-in-law, whoever's thoughts, feelings, and actions. You cannot. You can only control your own. So you are in control of the decisions that you make. You're in control of what are you feeling when a certain scenario comes up. You are in charge of the actions that you take. Nobody else can control you in that way. So you have control over that, and you need to make the right decisions to feel the right feelings, to take the best actions. And when you take good actions, your results change, and ultimately your circumstances. So that was something that was very important to me, and that is something that I learned that really made a huge difference for me. It healed my depression, because no longer did I just think that thoughts were truth. Okay, there's a difference between thoughts and truth. So we have, scientists say, up to 65,000 thoughts a day, and not all of that is going to be truth. So we need to have discernment. We have to transform by the renewal of our minds, Romans 12:2. So we need to take every thought captive and decide, is there something that I'm going to take in, or let it go? All right, so that's very important. And then clarity of vision, that's number 3. So number 1 is faith, trusting in God's plan. Number 2 is radical responsibility, taking full ownership. Number 3 is clarity of vision. So go back and look at your purpose. What is my purpose? And ignite that vision for what God wants. What does God dream about you? So spend some time to clarify your vision and your purpose, ensuring that it actually aligns with your faith and values. And if you don't know how to do that, I do have a 5-day training in my Unstoppable Faithpreneur Tribe YouTube channel called the Finding Yourself Again challenge, or 5-day series. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Finding Yourself Again. So if you're not clear on your vision, your mission, your values, what is your top 10 values, the story that you tell about your life, and what's the other one? Is mission, vision, values, story, and there's another one, But that is what, and your goals. So if you're not clear on those things, go and do the Finding Yourself Again challenge. So spend time, and it's absolutely free. So it's on YouTube, go and do that. So spend time clarifying the vision, ensuring that it aligns with your faith and with your values. This gives you a compass or a direction, and it helps you see beyond your current setbacks, because like sometimes we just see the wall in front of us, but we don't see the destination. So we need to zoom out. We need to look at, from a bird's eye perspective, at our lives and see, okay, what is the vision? Where am I going? How can I, circumvent this obstacle to get to the destination that I was going to in the first place? Okay. And then number 4 is taking daily action. So daily consistent action. So if you take small deliberate steps towards this vision that you've created, that you've partnered with God for your life, these small daily actions compound, and it helps you to rebuild your life, because every little thing helps you build your confidence. It helps you build, your, I want to say IP, but it's like your knowledge, your understanding, your wisdom, and it helps you make better decisions. So keep consistent with whether it's taking care of your mind, your body, your business, whether it's aligning your actions with your faith. And this vision, taking steps towards your vision will actually build momentum. There's a great book that I've read. It's called, it's a book by Darren Hardy. It's The Compound Effect. So go and read that book. It's a great book that talks about these habits that create the momentum and the compound effect of our habits and how it gets this momentum. So I love that book. All right, so that is the 4 steps. So faith, trusting in God's plan, radical responsibility, taking full ownership of your life, clarity of vision, so reignite what is my purpose, what is my why, and then daily consistent action so that you can build that momentum. All right, so those are the 4 steps that I took to take me from absolutely broken, devastated, ruined, rock bottom, whatever you want to call it, to where I stand today. And my life is a testimony. My life is a testimony of how God rebuilt my life. So if you want to learn more about that, like I said, do the 5-day Finding Yourself challenge. There is also a rock bottom to rock solid 5-day challenge. It is actually on my course site, it's https / ipda.thinkific.com. I'll leave the link in the comments below for both, for the playlist for the Finding Yourself Again and for the Rock Bottom to Rock Solid 5-day. It's also a free little course. So this is what I helped my clients with before I got into business coaching. So go and do that. It's free. It's available for you. So if this is where you are at right now, go and do that. Let me know how you find it. I hope you have a fantastic day. If your day is just starting, and if you are like me, if you're in South Africa and your day is almost ending, I hope you have a good rest tonight. All right, ladies. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.